Super Fun Force. We're here with some Transformers, guys. It's been a long time after I bought a few masterpieces and stuff like that, and just a few studio series. Now, Transformers is one of my favorite properties. You know, cartoons like mecha anime, sci-fi stuff, like series of all time for sure. But I'm just more of a fan of the G1 leading up to the animated movie and then the following seasons. But once it ended, that's pretty much the best of Transformers. Now, there are some good Japanese only series. I still need to check those out, but I've seen clips. They still look really cool in the same, kind of similar style of anime from that era, and more about action adventure, super sci-fi, outer space, and stuff like that. So I'll probably check those out in the future. But my favorite characters always is the original crew, not the Optimus Prime crew, but the original crew from the movie, which would be Hot Rod, Springer, Cup, Blur, RC, Blaster, Bumblebee, Spike, Daniel, even Jazz. So I picked this up just because I did have the Studio Series Jazz, which was decent, but this one here is really special because it is the Cybertron vehicle, which I remember seeing as a kid and always thinking like, this looks really, unique, futuristic, hover car and all that stuff. So I've always wondered why they never released it. Well, here we go. Only from the Takara Tomy Hasbro partnership. So let's see how this one turns out. It is from the buzzworthy Bumblebee series. They call it Origin Autobot Jazz. And there you go. There's the Takara Tomy. Now, as you know, unfortunately, I've not really been liking most of the, Hasbro release stuff because they look super cheap. I was really upset with the RC that I bought for like 20 something dollars. I believe it still goes for like $25, $26 now. It's like one of the worst Transformers. It's like a Happy Meal toy, and just, so much hollow and stuff like that. But anyways, this is not here to be negative about Hasbro. I'll just quickly go over those points, but this is more positive because I'm just happy that we get this Jazz, and I'm just gonna go ahead and check it out and transform it, and let's see what it's all about. So here's weapons. These are great already. They have the signature like 80s style. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, these are the signature 80s style that I really like. Big, bulky, and clunky. They look like tools and like retro sci-fi blaster guns. And here's a hook hand that he always used in the animation as well, that he can, fire the grappling hook, as you can see. And yeah, we'll go ahead and attach that. And I think that's all he comes with pretty much. I don't think it'll come with a lot more than that. Oh, wow. Okay, you can already see the quote-unquote kibble on the back, which is totally fine. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like kibble, but again, it is part of the, the Transformers animation, the design, the early ones, and it, it's something that you have to do to, make these Transformers. Otherwise, you're going to be, going to like the level of Masterpiece and some of the knockoffs that take like 3 hours to transform, which is kind of ridiculous. But so looking at this already, wow, this feels substantial in my hand. This actually feels almost like a premium toy. Now, I know it's not per se, but I don't know, maybe it is. I mean, this actually, I'm impressed. I am really impressed. This feels like something that Takara Tomy or Bandai would release in Japan. As a matter of fact, I think, it's just, the plastic feels a little bit more premium, and I think, what it is? It has a solid feeling because if you take a look closely, it barely has any hollow parts. Now, again, I usually, look with my Tobots. If you guys have watched my Tobot videos, I think Tobots are amazing, both from the, the younger audience aimed cartoon, even though it's in CGI, to the large premium, glossy, just really fun to transform, Tobot toys themselves. And I always commend them on how they're not really hollow at all. Just usually get them, around the arms or the hands. But what's cool about the design of the Tobots is it still just looks built into it because they have the advantage of making the toy and the CGI already simultaneous, I'm sure, during their design process. So it looks great. Now, with Transformers, when you see them in the cartoon, right, in the anime, their arms aren't hollowed out, or they don't have like the shape or the gap. So that's why it just really looks bad. So unfortunately, it's the same with this Jazz. But otherwise, I'm not going to spend too much time on, like I said, that and the negatives, because right off the bat, that's the only thing I'm going to nitpick. I think this looks fantastic. It feels fantastic. Even the joints and the posing, they feel premium, like it feels like it's solid and it's tight, but it's not like you have to really bend it or force it to move it. It just feels like it's the perfect amount of tension. You know, it's definitely not loose, as you can see here, not loose at all. The only thing I'll kind of maybe just critique a little bit is it looks like the thighs have gaps. I don't know if, I mean, the plastic, I guess you can kind of squeeze it together a little bit, but yeah, it's not flush, right? But maybe that kind of goes with the design. I'm actually curious, is there like die cast metal on this? I mean, this feels really good. Like some of this glossy plastic, it almost makes it look and feel like it's die cast. Like I said, it's very impressive. Like if I didn't see like the arm, I just picked up like this, I would be like, whoa, this is like, I don't know, almost like a mini masterpiece level or something like that. But just to keep going on the looks really quick before I transform it, this looks like Jazz from my memory. It looks pretty accurate, anime accurate. Everything else, you know, the colors. And again, I'll have to commend them that they did do a lot of screw, like solid build out here, because again, look at the legs. They did, you know, what they should usually always been doing. They have the legs with panels on them. The feet don't look dinky and everything like that. Unlike the Studio Series Hot Rod, that was my only gripe with him. They always look like they're on, you know, skis. But this one here is solid. This looks clean. And yes, the legs are not hollowed out. I wish they could have put a panel. My goodness, if they put panels on these arms here to like open it, flip out the fist, close the panel, and then open the panel, close it, close the fist, close the panel. Like this would be like a 10 out of 10, like masterpiece level. At the bargain price, I would have been like, you know, buy 5 of them, you know. Now, as it is, this thing is super hard to get. I pre-ordered this like 4 months ago on Target.com, and thank God it finally arrived. And again, yeah, I already can tell you this is worth it just from this look alone. This totally beats the Studio Series Jazz. That one's still great though. Don't get me wrong. That one has the, you know, the, I guess the official Porsche look. Just kind of didn't like the wheels too much on it and the hollowness. But otherwise, that's still a fun Jazz to have. But this one, yeah, this one's incredible. So let's try to transform it. I'm a little bit iffy because, you know, I just haven't been transforming them a lot. I don't know if it's intuitive or not, but let's kind of play around with this Jazz. And it doesn't have the overdone. The other issue that I have with the Hasbro, the modern ones that are, you know, obviously made by Takara Tomy, they have too much like etching on them. They look like ruined. Like they look like they're too much like overdone. This one, while it has a fair amount of like etching and design, it still looks clean. You know, like I wish the legs were just flat, solid blocks, you know, of like white and stuff. But you know, there's some stuff like it's fine. Again, this is a nice balance, you know, for sure. Okay, so we got the kibble. Makes me wonder. I'm just gonna play around with it, guys. If I don't transform it properly all the way, I'll do a separate video. As a matter of fact, do they even show? Okay, hold on. I'm definitely gonna keep the instructions. Oh wow, this one is pretty involved. So I think I'm gonna do another video on this one and take my time. Yeah, so if you look here, this one is, again, pretty premium. With Hasbro, it's probably like 3 or 4 steps on average. So again, coming from the Hasbro Takara Tomy, this is quite a welcome change of things. I mean, wow. I'll do a follow-up short video, or maybe I'll do a regular one again where I just go through the transformation after I experiment with it a little bit. But I'll keep this as the unboxing video, and then you can see the steps again. But what I can finish up doing, because I probably am doing it out of order, if, you know, if I have been transforming my Transformers a lot recently, I probably would have been able to figure it out intuitively. I don't know, maybe. But, you know, obviously this is a lot different from the G1 days and everything like that, and even Tobot, so all good. But lastly, we'll just show this feature here because it says you can store, so this is always fantastic, you can store the pistol or his gun with the regular handle punched into the back. And then, oh, lo and behold, I would have never thought about this, but you can plug the grappling hook. So maybe the grappling hook doesn't go on his hand then? Am I wrong? Is it supposed to be part of an accessory for his blaster? I mean, obviously they show it right there, but I could have sworn in the animation. Oh, here we go. No, you can, yeah, because in the anime you can plug, he uses it from his hand, so it looks like, yeah, his right hand. Oh, both, okay, wow, so both of his hands do have peg holes, so, oh, interesting. And this detaches itself, so would you just go like this? I mean, you could, right? No, you can't. So that's interesting. The grappling hook itself also unplugs from this unit. And I guess this is the unit that you want to put in. Oh, because you know why? Now this is kind of cool. So they didn't give us, you know, like a string attachment, but I guess for the collectors, you can put a cable or something. I'm not sure exactly where you would wind it, unfortunately. But I mean, the cool thing is you can still detach the grappling hook, so you can like pretend to shoot it off. So that I think is another fantastic added feature. So overall, as being one of the newer Transformers early this year, I believe, maybe early to middle of this year, this is incredible. I mean, I would support Hasbro and Takara Tomy if they release more Transformers like this, especially at this price point. This was also, I think, around 20 bucks, $25, which is what I, you know, see the RC going for now. And the RC still is just, again, garbage. Again, it's like literally a Happy Meal toy where you just like, the back is the car, you just fold her legs and her hands and it's like, boom, okay, car. And it just, you know, it even looks bad. This one is, wow, look at the, again, the involvement here on the transformation. So there is Jazz. This is just going to be the unboxing video. Looks incredible, like the spoiler on his legs and everything. I'll do a follow-up video, either a short or a regular one, once I figure out how to transform him. But for now, just had to get him out of the package and take a look. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And did you pick this up, or are there other cool Transformers from Hasbro around this time you want me to check out? Let me know. I'll definitely be keeping a lookout for the buzzworthy Bumblebee. I know Bumblebee had a Origins one too. The videos that I saw didn't do it justice in my eyes, but you know, maybe I'll still pick it up if it's possible. And now I guess I call that feature Evo Fusion, which, you know, I don't know. But there you guys go. Super happy with this one though. Again, the feeling is premium. It looks great both in bot mode. I haven't even watched any reviews of it. I just saw pictures of it and I already knew, like, you can tell it doesn't have very much hollowing just around the arms, and I'm glad that that is the case. So thanks again for hanging out. Don't forget to keep your face, say a prayer, spread that love, be positive, be thankful. I'll be coming back at you. Peace. Oh, and actually, maybe just look at the close-up detail. Look at that. Yeah, very, very clean. Again, just the right amount of detail. All right, guys. Peace.